Aloha!
Aloha, my orchid ohana. Welcome back to my garden on this beautiful Saturday morning here on Oahu. So most of you already know that yesterday I attended the Hilo Orchid Show on the Big Island. I've been talking about it in my videos for the past several months. And this is my 4th year in a row attending this show. And it has gotten better every year. And this year was no exception. Let me tell you guys, it was an amazing show. It was so busy in the morning. It was so busy that I tried to film Carmela Orchid's booth and I couldn't even get close enough to see the orchids. There were so many people in front blocking all the orchids, which is great. Don't get me wrong, it's a great thing. I know a lot of the vendors did really well. And just in case you guys didn't have the opportunity to go yesterday, you still have today and tomorrow. So if you're on the Big Island, I'm gonna try and get this video out as soon as I can. You can still go today and tomorrow. And if you're on the outer islands, it might be a little too late for you guys to go to today's show, but you can still go tomorrow. And if not, there's always next year. But let me tell you guys, when I woke up this morning, I was still on like this orchid high. It is such an amazing feeling. Like when you're at this show, oh my goodness, that black bird that eats my spikes is right here on my orchid. Shoo! Get. Those birds are horrible. I'm an animal lover, but when you damage my orchids, you're not welcomed here. Anyways, guys, as I was saying, the vibe at this show, it's something you can't describe. There's this certain energy that you feel when you're surrounded by a lot of other people that have the same love and passion for orchids as you. Everybody's smiling, strangers are chatting. It's just an amazing feeling. So when I woke up, I could still feel that. It was just incredible. It's something that you have to experience for yourself to understand. So if you ever have the opportunity to attend this show, I highly, highly recommend it. It is so worth it. Anyways, today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys my orchid haul because my video of the show is probably not going to come out until later this week. Hopefully, I might have to split it in 2 parts. I got a lot of footage. I have a lot of editing to do, and I have a trip coming up later in the week, and I'm going to be gone for 2 weeks. So hopefully I can get at least 1 part out. But I thought the best thing I could do for now is share with you my haul. I got some amazing orchids. I can't wait for you guys to see it. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna unwrap everything and then I'm gonna come back after I have everything all opened. I'm not gonna film me removing the newspaper. It just takes too much work. But before I start that, I wanted to tell you guys a little bit about the procedure that you have to go through in order to bring these plants back home with you if you live on one of the outer islands. So you need to get your plants inspected before you leave the show. The Department of Ag has a booth there and you just bring your orchids to them. There's no charge. They inspect all of your plants. They give you a tag. They write your name on it, how many plants you purchased, how many containers they're in. Like I have 2 for a total of 8 plants and it was going to Honolulu. So that is what they write down. They sign it and that's all you need to show when you go to the airport. But if you purchase more than 12 orchids, you will need to do a more extensive inspection. I think they call it a stick test, where they use peanut butter to attract any fire ants that might be in your plants, and that takes 40 minutes. So keep in mind, if you buy a lot of plants, it's going to take a lot longer. But if you just buy a few, it's like less than 5 minutes. You're, pretty much in and out of there really quick. So I was able to carry these plants on with me as a carry-on. I didn't have to check it in, but I flew on Hawaiian Airlines. I think Southwest, you have to check it in. I've never brought plants back on that airline, so I'm not totally sure, but that's what I understand. This box I just put in the overhead, and this one I kept on the floor in front of me under the seat. So let me go ahead and remove all of the newspaper. I will be right back, and I will show you guys some of the amazing orchids that I brought home. And I'm so happy with these. I can't wait to show you guys. Okay, so everything is unwrapped. I placed them all here on my table, and I pulled all of the tags out so that I can show you guys exactly what I have. I will also try to include video clips of what they look like at the show, if there was like a sample, so that you guys can see what the flower looks like. So I'm going to start with this one. I got this from Island Sun Orchids. The owner's name is Karen, and she did really well. Like by the end of the day, her booth was pretty much empty. Anyways, I think I paid $45 for this one. The flowers were already starting to fade when I bought them yesterday, and they're a little more droopy today since I had to pack them up and travel with them. But you can see just how beautiful these flowers are. So can you imagine what they look like when they're freshly bloomed? They're gonna be incredible. Look at that lip and the color. It's such a beautiful color. I love the white on the, I guess you can call it like a lilac or lavender. It is just gorgeous, guys. It is so pretty. But there's something that I didn't realize until just now when I was pulling all the tags out, is that the tag for this one is the same as this. So I purchased this from Ben Oliveros. His nursery's name is Orchid Eros, and he specializes in cattleyas. He grows amazing ones. In fact, I bought one from him a couple of years ago, and it is doing amazing. And it was about the same size as these, and I've had it now for a few years, so it should be blooming for me anytime soon. But it is thriving, so I wasn't afraid to buy these two orchids from him, since I have experience growing his orchids. And these are a little pricey, but I'll talk about these in a bit. So anyways, again, this is the tag. It's the same as this one, but there was a sample plant next to this in bloom, and the flowers look nothing like this. So I'm a little confused, but if it turns out to be the exact same orchid, honestly, I don't mind. It is such a pretty flower. I'll be more than happy. And this one has a new growth on there. I think it just has one new growth. Oh no, it does have two. Yeah, I thought it had two. It's back there. So it is a really healthy plant. I paid $40 for it, and I guess I'll find out next year. Hopefully it'll bloom for me next year. The other two orchids that I got from Ben, I recognized the sample plant right away. Hang on, guys, my alarm's going off. Not the sample plant, I take that back. He had a picture of what this orchid looks like. I think it was this one. They're both kind of the same. And what makes this orchid so special is that the design on the lip, I don't know how to describe it. The only thing I can do is put a picture of it on the screen so you guys can see. And the reason that I was familiar with this orchid was Scott Mitamura. He's another one that specializes in cattleyas. He was the speaker at the Eva Orchid Society meeting. I think it was either this month or last month. And he brought a bunch of sample plants, and One of them was this Cattleya, and I just fell in love with it. But he didn't have any for sale, and he said they're hard to find. So when I saw that Ben had them, I immediately purchased 2 of them. So it's similar, but not exactly the same. So this is the first one. That's the tag. Actually, this is the tag. I had to pull it out more. And I paid $50 for this. And I paid $40 for this one. So let me show you guys the tag for the second one. And these are about a year to a year and a half from blooming size. But the fact that I just have these orchids, it's incredible, because like I said, you don't find them here on Oahu. It's hard to find. So the next one is this Silagene. I bought this from Norman Mizuno. It is a Pandorata. Silagene Pandorata, which I already have a Pandorata, but he said this one is different. He said the lip is a lot darker. I can't remember if he said the flowers are larger or closer together. I can't remember. I hope I have a video clip of him describing it to me, but I don't think I do.
The regular Pandorata has much smaller segments, and also the lip is not as dark a black as this.
Norman had amazing orchids, a lot of rare species, but he only sells at the show. Like, that's the only time you can ever buy an orchid from him, is at the Hilo show. And he only takes cash or checks. So if you guys ever attend the show, make sure to check out his booth, because you're gonna find something special, guaranteed. These 3 I got from Shogun Orchids. This is the first time that I've seen them at the show since I've been going for the last 4 years. He had incredible orchids, a lot of Stanhopias. You guys are gonna see it in my upcoming video. I am gonna put a little clip of it here so you guys can see a little bit, a sneak peek of what he had. But it was just amazing, guys. I mean, he just had so many. His booth was really, really long. There were so many orchids to choose from. Don't ask me how I ended up picking these. I just thought they were cute. I'm gonna show the sample of this. I think I have it in my video. I'm pretty sure I recorded the sample plant. It was so pretty. It is not in bud, but that's okay. I can wait. It does have a new growth. This one, I think I got this because I'm trying to remember the owner's name. I think it's Mateus. I'm probably butchering that. I'm sorry. I do have his card, and I was invited to go to his nursery to do a video there. So sometime in the near future, hopefully I'll make the trip back and visit his nursery and show you guys. I've heard really good things about his nursery. Anyways, this one is in bud, and it is Coranthia. I'm not familiar with this type of orchid. It says it's grown from flask 2024. So hopefully I can keep this alive, and hopefully it'll thrive for me, and I'll have it in my collection for a very, very long time. I don't know if there was a sample plant for this, guys. So I'm gonna check my video. If I do see it, I will put it on my screen. This one right here, this is the tag for this one. These don't have price tags on them. They were like price tags at the show, but they weren't on the plant. So I don't remember how much I paid. I'm pretty sure I paid less than 100 for all three. So I got all three of these from Shogun Orchids. This is the last one. Beautiful Phalaenopsis with these tiny little, like, I guess purple, violet, whatever you want to call it. They're just beautiful flowers. Again, the flowers are faded already, but the main thing is that I have the plant. So this is the last one that I have with me. I have one more coming from Hilo. It is a Cymbidium. I absolutely love Cymbidiums, and this one is a black Cymbidium, so I can't wait to have that in my collection and see it bloom for me hopefully one day. But that's gonna be it for today, guys, and I will be working on the editing this week. Like I said, hopefully I can get it out by the end of the week before I go on my trip, but at least I'm able to share this with you guys for now. And until next time, remember to always live aloha, everyone.